Hello, hey sweet people, it is Foster. Just a quick message, 2 quick messages before we get started with the show today. Alexia and I are taking a short break for the holidays to rest, to rejuvenate, to get some relaxation. So in the meantime, we are going to play some of our favorite episodes. I hope you enjoy them. Also, we have a special promotion for the holidays. If you want to check out any of our courses, any of our products, the worksheets for all of these episodes, you can do that with a special holiday discount. All you have to do is go to inglesnuecru.com to really start learning English, to take your English to the next level, to have some fun with me and Alexia. Whatever you want to do, you can do it at inglesnuecru.com. Okay, we will get on with the show after a quick word from our sponsors.
Você que ainda não conhece o Cambly, aproveita para conhecer com o nosso código e você vai ganhar um pacote com material de estudo exclusivo, totalmente grátis para você dar um up no seu inglês. É um super guia com 9 módulos. Tem material de gramática, apostila de exercícios, espaço para tirar dúvidas com os professores nativos do Cambly e um guia para se preparar para uma entrevista internacional e uma aula particular de 20 minutos com o professor nativo do Cambly. Isso tudo você pode ganhar a partir do meu código, né, que eu vou colocar aqui embaixo. Meu não, né? Nosso, porque o Foster também está incluído nessa. Que é o Inglês no Icru 2021. Então, você que quer uma aula grátis particular, mais o Cambly Fluency Pack, aproveita e coloca o nosso código Inglês no Icru 2021. Gente, eu nem tô acreditando que eu tô falando já 2021. Estamos quase lá, hein, gente? Bom, aproveita, vou deixar tudo aqui na descrição do episódio. E é isso. Aproveita e aproveita!
Hello, hey sweet people, welcome to another episode of Inglês no Rádio. My name is Foster Hodge. Still, after this crazy year of 2020, my name is still Foster. I'm a podcaster and an English teacher, and I am still here with
Alexia. I'm happy that you're still here with me.
I am saying that because after this year, that is a big accomplishment.
That it's a big accomplishment. And hi, Foster. Today is the last day of 2020.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel about it?
Relieved, happy, maybe it's too strong of a word, because I know 2021 will still bring a lot of difficulties and obstacles that we have to face and overcome, but I have to say that I am quite relieved that this dumpster fire of a year is coming to an end.
Yes, yesterday I was reading a meme.
Meme.
Meme. Por que eu falei meme?
Meme.
Meme.
In English, so Alexia is trying to say the word M-E-M-E.
Meme.
Yeah, in English we say meme.
Meme.
Mm-hmm.
I was reading a meme. I won't be able to say it exactly, but it was like, no, don't say that 2021 is your year. Don't do that because we don't know. After 2020, we learned that it's nobody's year. You know, like, don't do that. Wait for it. Watch the trailer. Sign up the contract, and then you can say it.
Yeah, my mom said something similar when I talked to her on the phone the other day. She said, we are not giving 2021 a party because...
She told me that as well.
Yeah, and I never thought about that when you celebrate New Year's, essentially you are celebrating that a new year has arrived and it's going to be great. And we did that for 2020 and It was terrible.
Yeah, so let's start talking about that. So 1 year ago, I was here with my dad. You were in the United States, and we were about to celebrate 2020, like the beginning of it. And you were supposed to get here in the middle of January, more or less.
If I'm not mistaken, I arrived in Portugal on January 12th.
Yes, it was more or less like that. And we were so excited because this would be 2020 would be the year that we were going to start our lives here and like making new friends and having a social life and etc. And boom, nothing of that happened.
Yeah. So, okay, just to back up 1 second. Alexia came to me this morning with the idea of doing like a kind of a perspective, a retrospective perhaps, a year in review.
Yeah.
A recap of 2020. And I was very excited because I love doing these things. But we're just going to go with the flow and talk about 2020 the way that we want to.
And it's going to be very honest because here we are always honest with you guys. But maybe some info, some facts you guys didn't know about. Maybe we're going to talk about it right now.
Okay.
Woohoo.
Spoilers. Nui cru. Naked and raw.
So January was very cold, was very rainy, and you were telling me like next year we are not spending January here in Porto. We are going to be in the United States or somewhere else. You remember that?
Yeah. The weather in Porto, Portugal in January is awful.
It's awful. It's awful. People say that Porto is a medieval city and January is the medieval weather and everything.
Huh. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Cool. Can I tell you something that when I think about January, the first thing I remember? So I think sometime in December of 2019, remember that time? A long time ago. I had the idea of creating a new English course every month. So a new English challenge each month of 2020. That would be 12 challenges in 1 year. And I think we did 3 or 4 in the beginning.
In the beginning?
We did 3, and then I was stuck in the United States, which we will talk about. But just thinking about that now and comparing that to what actually happened in 2020, it's like, oh my goodness. I am not going to make any ambitious goals like that for 2021.
Yeah, so like January and February were normal months for us. Every time that Foster gets here or when I go to the United States and we restart a routine, right? Because every time that we move somewhere and we are seeing each other for the first time in a month or in 2 months, we had to restart our routine, right? Yeah. So we had the adaptation time, like a month more or less. It's our adaptation time. Like, Foster, how long do you need to start working? Alexia, do you like to go to the co-working? What would you like to do today? It's always like a matter of adaptation for us.
Yeah, it takes a little while to get back into the flow of things.
I'm just saying this is because it's important to introduce this, because when you came back after 7 months, we had a huge time of adaptation as well. So,
yeah. Okay, so just so everyone is following the timeline. In January, things were more or less normal. Really shitty weather here in Porto, but we were working, excited about work. In February, and Alexia, can I ask you to pronounce this month for me?
February.
Yes.
So
this...
I was about to say it wrong, but I pay attention on what you just pronounced, and I was like, yeah.
I paid attention too.
Usually, so I was in my mind saying like January, February, March, and April, May, and June, and July, and August, September, October, November, December, da 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 da. I don't remember the rest. But we learned to say February. And it's horrible. And now I know that it's February.
Okay, so two things. I did not know that song. We did not learn it that way. We just learned the months naturally. But February is a very strange word because there's that R right after Feb, but we do not pronounce that. So we do not say February.
It would be February, but it's February.
February.
Yeah.
Yeah. So another one of those words in English that contains a lot of R sounds that would be really difficult to pronounce. So we just kind of are lazy and we don't say the R. February.
February.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So any memories about February?
No. My memories from this year, they start March. And
Yeah.
it's very weird and no, it's not weird. It's completely understandable.
Mm-hmm.
Because it was when the pandemic started here and it was when you had to go back to the United States.
Yeah. Can I tell you one memory, a very clear memory that I have of February? So I remember one day, I think it was after I went to the gym. Remember I had a membership at the fitness hut here?
I do remember that.
At an indoor gym?
Yeah.
Ooh, definitely not doing that nowadays. So I think after I worked out, I was sitting in the lobby at the coffee shop in the mall, you know?
Mm-hmm. Because the gym is inside of a mall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was listening to an episode of The Daily, a daily podcast by the New York Times, which I highly recommend if you're interested in getting daily news. I'm not listening to it nowadays because I'm not listening to the news, but that's another story. But they had an episode talking about this virus that started in Wuhan, China, and it was just an incredibly dramatic, powerful episode talking about like bodies in the street and China on lockdown and how it could maybe be a huge problem. And I remember listening to it and then telling you about it like, this shit is crazy.
Yes. And then I think at the same week, we went to have lunch at Pimenta Rosa and we sat down outside. Because there is like an outside place that you can sit down, and it was a great sunny day at the end of February, and then there was a group of kids next to us, and I think they were hospital residents. Remember?
Yeah, I would not say kids, but there was a group of young people, probably medical students.
Yeah, and they said like, yeah, we just got our first case at Santo Antonio. It's a hospital here. I look at them and I looked at you and I was like, it got here. I ran back to our co-working space. We talked to Virginia, which is our friend from there. We have episodes with Virginia. And I immediately went on in the internet and it was like, first case of coronavirus confirmed in Porto, Portugal. It was the very first one here. And I was like, okay, it got here. What should we do now? And everything started.
And I think that is a good place to stop the episode today, to keep people in suspense.
It's like a thriller, right?
2020 was a thriller. It was a roller coaster of a year. And tomorrow we will continue talking about a recap of our 2020. And hopefully it brings you, I don't know, a little bit of peace or escape.
I think it brings peace because everyone can see that we are on the same boat. It sucked for everyone.
We're in the same boat.
In the same boat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are all in this together. You are not alone. As always, keep up the good fight.
Lose well and Happy New Year!
Happy New Year, guys. We will talk to you next year.
Yes.
Okay.
Bye. Muito obrigada por ter escutado mais um episódio aqui do Inglês de Rádio. É muito bom ter você juntinho assim de nós. Faz muito, muito carinho no nosso coração, digamos assim. Então você que está interessado em saber mais sobre os nossos produtos e saber mais sobre a gente, o que a gente oferece para vocês em relação a estudo, a challenge, a curso, vá lá no inglesdenecro.com e você pode ver mais sobre as worksheets, por exemplo.
Yeah. If you want to really improve your English, if you want to learn more about the ways you can do that and just connect with us on a deeper level, go to inglesdenecro.com. And as always, keep up the good fight.
And lose well.
See you guys tomorrow.
Bye.